Cowabunga, dudes! Grab a slice because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is oozing into theaters. I don't want your pizza to get cold, so in this video, we're going to be breaking down everything in Mutant Mayhem, the ending, post-credit scene, what it means for a Turtles sequel, along with our reaction and review. So if you're new here, welcome to JBuck Studios. Please like and subscribe to ensure your preferred pizza order, and of course stay up to date on our latest breakdowns and other weird videos. Otherwise, thank you so much for clicking this. Everyone into the party wagon as we floor it directly into Mutant Mayhem.
Look, we're really sorry, Splinter. Some of the guys wanted to get pizza, and I tried to talk them out of it.
You ratted us out.
Hey, don't use that word that way.
I mean, it's 2023.
Sorry, Dad.
Alright, so Mutant Mayhem is a bit of an origin story following the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles while they are, well, actually, the teens. They're actually teens. They're teenagers going through the motions of puberty, hormones, and wanting to fit in while being fascinated with the human world and, ironically, high school. Though their rat dad, Splinter, is on the opposite side of the throwing star, elaborating that he tried to treat the group to a turtle baby's day out that horribly went awry, resulting in Splinter taking an oath against the human world and humans in general. But with the teen turtles being teen turtles, the group goes against Splinter's wishes and gets mixed up with a familiar character to the TMNT franchise, April O'Neil. Why is that? This April O'Neil. After beating up some goons that stole her moped. Unlike other humans, she's not terrified of them and instead wants to work with them. They bust the criminals and she breaks the story, filling them in on major industrial heists that have been happening around the city by someone only known as Superfly.
Come on, y'all. Let's get the goods. Yo! What?
Now, it's established Superfly is the first successful mutated creation of scientist Baxter Stockman using some sort of a genetically manufactured ooze.
It rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
Ooze. It's nice, right?
Yes, ooze. To mutate animals into human-animal hybrid creations. Very much taking a page from 1991's TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze, with techno-global research industries playing a part in both of these stories. However, unlike previous versions of Baxter Stockman accidentally turning himself into a Jeff Goldblum-like fly creature, this version separates the two, with Baxter Stockman seemingly perishing in a raid by TRCI agents headed up by Cynthia Utrom, which, hint, hint, is a major tease at who may be showing up in a future TMNT installment, while Superfly is able to escape with all of his mutated brothers and sisters. This all sets the foundation for Superfly's grand plan of revenge on the humans who killed his father. Superfly is gradually collecting pieces of TRCI tech to build his own ooze formula to launch it up into the sky and turn all of... This is very similar to Dr. Connor's lizard plan from The Amazing Spider-Man. You know, him turning everyone into lizard people. But here, Superfly wants to turn all of the animals into mutants like him and his pals, and essentially the roles would reverse, where humans would be the inferior species to him.
Peoples, they got to go.
Though the turtles are able to talk sense into the entire group, including Mondo Gecko, who is like, "Hey, Superfly, dude, like, chill vibes, let's grab a slice, don't harsh my mellow, man." And yeah, you could probably guess, Superfly does harsh the mellow, starting up his machine while fending off it against the turtles, Splinter, and everyone else. It looks like they are successful, sending Superfly and his machine to the depths of the shores of Staten Island. I don't know what water source this is, to be honest. Also, why is this even in the video script? But like the late great Rita Repulsa always says,
Make my monster grow!
Superfly's machine's explosion caused him and all of the sea creatures to be fused together in one giant Pacific Rim-like kaiju now terrorizing New York City. The turtles figure out that they need to use one of the TRCI's reverse mutation rays to bring down Superfly. while April O'Neil reports to the citizens of New York that the Turtles and the gang that they're working with are actually the good guys. They may look all slimy and gross and weird, but they are the heroes here. Now, New York bands together like every stereotypical New York banding together scene.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us!
And helps take down Superfly with the Turtles. After this grand victory, the Turtles are accepted into society and finally live their dream of attending high school, and probably soon learn that no, high school is not like Ferris Bueller or any of those other 80s John Hughes movies. This now brings us into the post-credits scene and the Cynthia Utrom tease from earlier. First, we can see some footage of the Turtles easing into life as high schoolers, Raph joining the wrestling team, Donnie an anime club, Mikey performs some grade A improv, while Leo and April are hot on the ongoing Superfly and TRCI case like Charlie Kelly working the Pepe Sylvia mailroom case. But the camera slowly pulls back to some security camera monitors showing Cynthia Utrom spying on the Turtles from the safety of her TCRI facilities with the original little Superfly creature from the beginning of the film in a futuristic jar in its unmutated state. Clearly, she still has an interest in the Turtles and the mutant ooze that is the source of their powers. This is very much setting up a much-deserved sequel as she tells one of her henchmen to call in the Shredder.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yep, the iconic Turtles villain is then seen from the backside against the stormy New York City skyline. So it looks like Shredder will be shredding his way into a Turtles sequel, with even more of a confirmation from director Jeff Rowe, adding that his crew initially thought about making Shredder the big bad of Mutant Mayhem. They felt like that wouldn't give either the Turtles or their arch rival the origin story that they deserved, and the Turtles were obviously priority number one. Now, what the heck does this mean for a sequel? Well, a couple of things. First is, of course, Shredder will be showing up in the next installment for the Turtles, setting up the Foot Clan and all of the shenanigans you remember from the NES games. But to bridge the gap between this movie and a sequel, an animated TMNT series titled Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with these same Turtles will be coming to Paramount Plus for a 2-season run before hitting the big screen once again with the sequel movie. So there's going to be plenty of time for these teenage turtles to turn into middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. But the one character that's going to play a huge role in these upcoming projects is the tease from earlier, Cynthia Utrom. Now, she may come off as just another evil corporate villain-type character, but from several context clues in her motivations, Cynthia Utrom is going to be this universe's Krang.
Who did that, man?
The reason this makes too much sense is because her last name is literally Utrom. Utrom being the name of the alien species that are small, tentacled aliens vaguely resembling brains who have popped up in various versions of the Turtles, first appearing in the 1985 comic titled The Great Chase. In this issue, Splinter discovers all of the Utroms working at TRCI, or rather, the Techno-Cosmic Research Institute, again another clue to Cynthia's true nature, or foreshadowing her future form, because this is the same institute that she's the head of. On top of that, her glasses and yellow outfit look awfully similar to the glasses and yellow coloring of Krang's android. In Mutant Mayhem, some of the TRCI agents have little funny-looking tuning forks on their outfits, a clear design choice that's hinting at the same tuning fork remote control on the top of the android's head. So my guess is that Cynthia further experiments with Baxter Stockman's mutant ooze formula, tries a batch on herself, and things go horribly wrong, mutating her into the brain-like creature of Krang we're familiar with. There's also the chance that her and the rest of TCRI being Utrons in disguise, but tying in with the mutant research and her overall goal of mutant soldiers, trying and failing on herself only to turn into a gooey pink blob, angrily shouting from the midsection of a robot, makes things even funnier and definitely plausible. But yeah, Mutant Mayhem was a heck of a fun time. I honestly was a bit cautious with it steering more into a teenage realm with the characters, but I thought that the core story of loneliness and longing to belong to something, a group or family, is a story that transcends age. It was an oddly wholesome movie in many ways. With Spider-Verse releasing only a couple months earlier, I was also worried that the animation style would be a clear rip-off, copy and paste, but this feels entirely separate, and I think I even preferred the humor, style, and gross weirdness of this world a bit more. Fans both new and old are going to find something that they love in this new iteration of the Turtles, and hardcore fans will be treated to a bevy of Easter eggs like the classic musical cues from the video games or the smash hit Vanilla Ice song Ninja Rap. I'm going to give Mutant Mayhem a 9 out of 10. I loved every second of it. The voice cast is absolutely stacked. Like, I didn't even touch on that, with Ice Cube's Superfly being a massive standout, not only as a villain, but really nailing the voice and stature of that character. Plus other random music beats, like the music all around in this is great. It's a fun time for families and turtle fans alike. Anyway, that is everything from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. But what did you think of this latest version of the Turtles? One of your favorites? You can't wait to see more of this? I'd love to hear everything in the comments below. Also, giveaway competitions have started up, and we'll be giving away 2 copies of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on the 15th of August, and all you have to do to get a chance of winning this is like this video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below with your thoughts of Mutant Mayhem. We'll pick the comments at random on the 15th of next month, and the winners will be featured on screen then. Thank you again for watching through all of this. The support of these breakdowns is absolutely amazing. I cannot thank you enough, so thank you. And of course, we'll be back hopefully this weekend with a Meg to the Trench breakdown. And if you haven't, please check out all of our other social media accounts, from our Shorts and Clips YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Please and thank you. Otherwise, that is everything I got for you. Much love, cowabunga dudes! And yeah, go get some pizza. You deserve it.